Good afternoon. It is about 1 o'clock. I'm about to head into the gym now. I just want to check in with you all before I went in. Today I'm going to hit some shoulders and, depending on how I feel, maybe some cardio. But I'm not a big fan of cardio. My idea of working out and getting back in shape, this is going to sound lazy, but I think it's smart. I'm onto something here. My idea is to do the least amount of work possible to make the changes that you want to make. Because if you go in 150%, right, so let's say I went in for the past 4 weeks. I've been, lifting 5 days a week. I've been doing cardio an hour every single day. My calories are the lowest, starting out pretty low, and then I stall. So now I'm at this week and this is just a what if situation. So now I get to this week and I can't lose any weight. Well, what am I going to do? I don't have more time to lift. I don't like to do cardio, and I definitely don't have time to add in more hours of cardio. And my calories are already low. How much lower can I really go and still feel okay? So that's why when I make programs and when I do this for myself is I start out, we'll call it lazy, the least amount of stuff I can do possible. And then as I go through and I hit little plateaus or things like that, I have a lot of room to change things, to drop a little bit of calories, add in some cardio, lift a little bit harder, things like that. So I've not been doing any cardio. So I've been doing this 4 or 5 weeks now. I'm down a couple pounds. I can definitely tell that I look leaner, but just not where I feel like I should be at this point. So that's why I'm starting to think I'm going to maybe start adding in some cardio. It's a little bit easier than dropping calories. I like to eat, and I don't know, I like to eat. So I may start that today. We'll see how I feel when I get in there. Kyle's not here today, so the recording may not be the best. I'll do my best, but it will not be like cool ankles and all that stuff. But at least maybe I can show you some of my shoulder workout. Other than that, it's been a pretty good week. I've stayed on track with my workouts and my nutrition for the most part. We did go out yesterday with some friends, but I always let myself have a meal every week that's kind of free. So that was just last night, and I'll just have to be good for the rest of the week. So, been doing better. And like I said, I can definitely tell I'm starting to tighten up and things like that. Scale's moved a little bit, but I'm not too worried about the scale. So, we're making progress. I'm happy. Making progress. Let's keep doing it. Alright, so let's go hit some shoulders, guys.
On this road again, on this road.
That was a good workout. Much better than I thought it was going to be today. So I had a hard time getting to the gym, and I decided I'm just going to go and do my best, and that was a pretty darn good workout. So pat myself on the back. I even did 5 minutes of HIIT with the ropes, and hey, it's 5 minutes. So the only one who can make you do it is yourself. So the only one that you can congratulate when you do it is also yourself. So you gotta be proud of yourself and give yourself credit when it's due. So 5 minutes might not seem, of cardio might not seem a lot to you, but to me that's an accomplishment, because it's much easier for me to walk out of that gym without doing that 5 minutes. So that was step one in the next part of this journey here. I'm gonna go in and try and find a good recipe for I'm feeling like a waffle, even though it's 90 degrees and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But I'm gonna try and find a good recipe. Maybe I'll show you guys how I make it if I find a good one and it comes out good. But I hope you enjoyed that workout, and catch me again for the next one. So I didn't find a recipe online, but I made one up. I used to make waffles and protein pancakes and stuff all the time, and I made them really low carb, so I knew what worked and what didn't. And this, I just didn't have any of the ingredients I used to have. Like I used to always use pumpkin and whole different kind of flour and stuff. So I just used some coconut flour, some psyllium husks, some baking powder, and egg. I got this new protein from DLB and Rob Bailey's company. So I've not ever used this, so I don't even know how it tastes, let alone how it's going to cook. And look at the mess I made on the counter. I also got this Onward stuff, which I didn't put in the waffle, but take note of it. It's really good, and it's for immune system, energy, and mood enhancing, and it's loaded up with a whole bunch of different vitamins and stuff. It's really good. So I've been liking that so far. I've only had it once or twice. So I'm going to put this on the waffle maker now, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, it's just about done. It doesn't look too bad. Sometimes it looks a little bit watery when I put it on, and sometimes that means it will kind of disintegrate in here, but this looks pretty good and pretty tasty. So I'm going to try it. If it's good, I'll let you guys know the exact recipe I use and what the macros are. So let's see. Okay, so I thought I would just show you how I calculate my recipes. So this is a recipe app through Spark People. Rava's here, I'm sorry. She's hanging out with us. Through Spark People, which is what the program I use to track all my macros. So you just go ahead and you put in all of your ingredients. So this is all the ingredients of the recipe I just made. It gives you the directions, you type all that in. Then you go to nutrition, and it gives you the breakdown. So for this waffle was 6.8 grams of fiber, 7.8 grams of fat, 14 carbs, and 32 grams of protein. So that was a really good meal. And that was just off the top of my head. I didn't really know how those macros were going to come out. But that's how I calculate all my recipes. So I can show you, see, it's called Spark Recipes. You can go through, other people have put in recipes that you can use, or you just go to your recipe calculator and you can go through and build your own recipe. So this is what I use when I'm making different dishes and recipes where there's a lot of ingredients and I may or may not be eating the whole thing. So this is really good for casseroles and just different dishes if you're cooking for your family. It's just an easy way to put it all in, exactly what you're making, instead of calculating every little thing out yourself and then getting the totals at the end. And you can break that up then if I had half a serving, if I had the whole waffle, things like that. So I recommend finding something like this to help you track your macros.